It's Sunday, another Sunday brunch. The kids fancied a light brunch today, so I'm going to make some fruit pastries and some chive rolls to have with some boiled eggs. For the chive rolls, I mixed 500 grams of strong white bread flour, 250 ml of milk, 30 grams of caster sugar, 10 grams of sea salt, 2 medium eggs, 1 teaspoon of dried yeast and 80 grams of unsalted butter. On a low speed for 4 minutes. I then turned the speed up for 10 to 12 minutes. I removed the dough from the mixer and worked it into a ball and let the dough rise in the bowl for about 2 hours. Once the dough had risen, I rolled it out to roughly 18 by 11 inches. I finally chopped a bunch of chives and scattered them over the surface of the dough. I rolled the dough out into a long sausage and cut it into 16 equal pieces. I shaped these pieces into balls and let them rise again for about 1 hour. Once risen, I brushed them with some beaten egg and sprinkled some salt and chives over each roll and baked them for 20 minutes until golden and brown. For the pastries, I cored, peeled and chopped 2 Bramley apples, added the pieces to a pan with the juice of half a lemon, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, 3 teaspoons of caster sugar and a splash of water, and cooked the apples until very soft. The apple puree was still very tart, so I added another 3 teaspoons of caster sugar and left it to cool in a bowl. For the topping, I cored and thinly sliced 4 apples. I bought some ready-made puff pastry and cut it into 12 equal pieces. Added the apple puree to all of the pieces. I'm also making 5 apple and blackberry pastries. I added the custard to 5 of the pastries and topped all the pastry pieces with apple slices and added the blackberries to the 5 pastries with added custard. I sprinkled caster sugar and demerara sugar over the pastries and baked them for roughly 20 minutes until golden and brown. Kids fancy granola again today, so I'm going to make it with oats, mixed seeds, crushed almonds, crushed pistachios, dark muscovado sugar, maple syrup and roasted desiccated coconut. I always roast the desiccated coconut separately because it roasts a lot quicker than the rest of the ingredients. The kids fancy some blueberry chia jam, so I heated 200 grams of blueberries, 1 capful of vanilla extract, 1 tablespoon of honey until the blueberries were nice and soft, took it off the heat and added 2.5 tablespoons of chia seeds, mixed it well and let it set for 15 minutes. I then put it in a bowl. Once cooled, I added 1 teaspoon of maple syrup. The girls are having papaya with the granola and yogurt, but I'm having roasted grapes. I roasted a handful of grapes with a little bit of olive oil and salt until the skins have blistered. Fruit today is raspberries and pomegranate seeds and melon. We're also having the usual fresh mint tea and fresh coffee. Juice today is orange, carrot and ginger. I added quite a lot of ginger because I wanted a bit of a kick to the juice, and it definitely had it. Isla and Yvette have been making garlic and parmesan toast during the week, so I'm making it for them today. I seasoned 3 heads of garlic with olive oil and salt and roasted them in foil until they're caramelised. I spread the caramelised garlic cloves over some sourdough toast and grated parmesan over the top. Seasoned them with black pepper and grilled them until they were done. And here's everything: a selection of cheese and meats, the roasted grapes, homemade granola, bacon, blueberry chia jam, chive buns, the apple pastries, the apple and blackberry pastries, boiled eggs, the garlic and parmesan toast, the selection of fruit and the juice.
We're going out.
Oh, you got to go now.
We're getting ready at 4.